Another episode of Think Quick Show Matches.
Yeah, boy.
Just so you don't know, we've spent thousands of dollars for absolutely no reason.
Yeah. Little did you know this show match was actually for 5,000 euros. I rigged it.
Okay. All set, dear Ox.
Same.
Thank you.
So who's playing?
We have Arcade Plus and Mono, both E rank.
All right.
Looking for fun commentary or constructive criticism.
Okay. So we have a TVT. Oh god, I don't know a
let's
lot
go-
about
let-
this
let-
matchup apart from tank and tank.
Let's go for
Tank,
funny.
vulture, tank.
Let's go for funny commentary.
Let's go for funny. Okay. Okay, so as far as I know, usually in this matchup, it is a very mech-heavy matchup. Yes, it's basically Marines do not exist, and then there is mainly it's Vulture tank versus Vulture tank, if I am not mistaken,
Well,
with mass dropships and Goliaths sometimes.
Yeah, kind of, yeah.
Okay,
Goliath,
okay, and there's like some pieces with like 2-port Wraith where you can go like mass starport units. That sometimes happens, but
yeah, you should open always with 1 or 2 Marines, just to be safe, and then go straight to 1 FAC, 1 expansion, fast expansion as Seren. So
okay.
that will be the standard build order. Then, as you
So we
said, you
have-
can open up with different build orders such as full Vulture, tank, heavy composition, or maybe 2 starports. Wraith.
Okay, we have a barracks before supply depot here. No, it's a front. No, it's a front supply depot. I didn't see. I was just confused because this SUV was building the supply depot this far forward, but I guess walling.
In this matchup, there's no reason to put a supply depot so far from
Yeah, I
your
think
main.
usually you put it under the command center so the SUVs pop out like further to the minerals, right?
Yeah.
Like Mono tried this, but it is not close enough, my friend.
Well, it's not crucial, at least not at
Yeah,
this level of.
I mean, yeah, I wouldn't be fast enough to realize that then an SUV would pop out there either. Like, yeah.
So the important thing is where you place your barracks, since the barracks is a structure that will scout. So you should put it in a neutral zone, far away.
Okay.
Sometimes in your lower ramp site.
Yeah, so you lift it after producing like 1 or 2 Marines and then use it as an overlord. Okay.
Exactly.
So I think like this is a very late guess from Mr. Arcade here. Maybe he wants to get a really early command center up.
I like how Mono spotted the SCV coming in and the direction it was coming from, so I think he's sensing that his opponent is in the top right. See how he changed course with his SCV?
Yeah, so it's a 15 command center for Arcade. That build order is pretty much popular. Personally, I don't like it as much because you put yourself in a difficult position against pressure attacks. But I must admit that it's pretty popular among Korean Terrans. So maybe he's going to put a bunker. Yep.
Lost his SCV scout. Not that important?
It's pretty common to lose or to not be able to scout, since a Terran player must have a Marine out, so it will be pretty difficult to micro your SCV and keep it alive a long time. Even with 1 Marine. If you have 2, it will be dead. And even if he keeps it alive, the Vulture will kill it. So I see that our friend Mono is doing the most standard build order with 1 Vulture and 2 Marines and a fast CC. So what rank did you said that
E rank? This is E rank.
Really? Well, they are playing a pretty nice build order to be E rank.
I think like for myself, I'm like D rank. A build orders go very good until anything that's not supposed to happen happens, or anything in pressure happens.
Oh, but
Right.
for example,
Like I can play ZVP. There will be one zealot. One gate expand, one zealot walking across the map. Ah, fuck it, just surrender. Out. I can't handle this.
well, but Arcade has a really nice SCV production. He's doing a really good build order. Except for that wall, I wouldn't have guessed that he's E rank. That wall isn't that good. It's good to protect any early vulture sneaks to his base, but well, it isn't so bad. He's doing like a really good build order, in my opinion. So I wonder, yeah, he's going to do siege tank. He's doing the upgrade while the other turn is doing full vultures with two factories. He could add up a third factory. He could start mining gas after the second factory. And no, that's terrible. The position of the factory is. Oh, mono. Why mono? Do you see it, Ox?
The one on top, something's
Yeah.
gonna get stuck in between the gap.
Exactly. Very bad SimCity from our friend
But
Mono.
the second unit won't get stuck in there.
No,
Hopefully.
but he will get
That
stuck.
first one will,
Yeah.
keep guard.
So you need a third factory if you are doing that build order. And I don't know what he's doing, to be honest. He started doing like vultures and mines, which is nice. And the other turn is doing like a very defensive build order. So I
He's
want.
doing the reverse siege expand, where you expand and then get siege.
Well, it's okay because he shouldn't do that, but
So Mono just threw away all his vultures while only planting 2 mines.
well,
which
that's
was
yeah, that's the point. If you go vultures and mines, you should use your mines to scout the map, even to leave one spider mine in each expo, and even on the path between your base and the enemy's opponent's base. That's the whole goal of that build order. If you just throw away your vultures without planting any mine, you won't have eyes, you won't have vision, and you will throw away the whole point of the build order. So I will say, see what.
So
See this
what's
tank.
the reason of the engineering bay right now for Mono?
Since he's in the scouting, that engineering bay is protecting him from early raid.
Mono has a tank stuck in his base.
Yeah,
Battle
it
would
feels
point
bad.
to that. Even if you lift off, it can't
Yeah,
leave.
Feels bad.
He can. He had to cancel an upgrade.
Oh, he was
the
able
bottom one
actually,
needs to be lift
but
off.
now he needs to build a new.
Well, that's embarrassing.
Might as well just put an SCV there so nothing pops out in there and just put it back in there. I guess maybe get an SCV stuck. I don't know.
You keep one.
Not a
You're losing
bad
one
idea.
SCV.
Not a bad idea.
So
We are waiting for one of the players to move out. Am I correct?
yeah. So there's an early third command center. So here's a big mistake. Why you throw a third command center without map control and without any factories? So here, my recommendation for Mr. Arcade would be to first throw at least 2 more factories and then throw a third. A third should go out approximately at 9:30 because you need some
Also,
units.
pushing out with these 2 tanks is super risky. You
For
don't have
mono, you
vision.
mean, yeah.
Because
Mono, not arcade.
you
Not
have
arcade.
nothing.
Arcade has.
Yes, yeah, Arcade has lots of tanks. So there's no way that Mono will win a fight like this. He could just go in without a siege and could win a fight easily. He has like
He's been continuously making tanks, right?
yeah. So this will be dangerous if he will have lots of spider mines. All these tanks will be dead. If
Yeah,
Mono
if he
will
didn't run,
if he
if he
would
didn't
plant
run
it,
his vultures in and planted a few
yeah.
mines.
So he will be in a trouble. But since he threw it all away,
Yeah, also like he had all these like my vulture upgrades, and now you're not getting vultures. Also, you're floating a lot of like stuff, minerals and gas. You can throw down like easily like 2 or 3 more factories, in my opinion, which I think you're about to do now, actually.
well
Yeah.
now he needs like 7 factories.
Have 7. Okay, 7
Yes,
factories. 1, 2, 3,
yes,
4,
at
5,
least.
6. Okay, Arcade has 6 factories. Are you
Mono
sure
has
this
a lot
boy
of
is
min.
E rank?
Yeah, you should. One thing that they're both doing like good, they could improve, but is pretty okay. Is the SCB production? They have an
Yeah,
okay.
pumping them out.
They have an okay amount, so that's pretty good, and that's a very common mistake between lower ranks. So props to both of them.
Arcade getting his nose very, very deep into the Terran's base here and realizing, oh, there's a third CC. Hello, I will
Yeah.
take that. Thank you very much.
So you shouldn't do like what 6 factory before the third command center, because you would play a 2 base Terran style that it's okay, but it's not okay.
I mean,
Maybe,
it's okay if he tries to break him, right? I
but
guess
it's
if it's
very
like
hard.
sort of an
It's very
all-in.
hard. It's very hard to break in a TBT because you can put a less amount of tanks in siege mode, and in order for you to break that, you have to.
How many tank shots is it to kill a tank again?
It
Oh,
depends.
mines, maybe? Oh.
Well, they are in siege, and he has like
Oh, 4 tanks. There we go.
yeah. So
Beautiful. These vultures getting value. And they get into the main.
they have no units, so that's pretty unfortunate. So, for example, if Mono went for a 4 factory and then a third CC, he would have enough macro to defend this base and to plant these 4 tanks in order to defend this base. But since
Do
he
you
did,
think
yeah,
do you think it's the correct move to add on Goliaths instead of vultures right now for arcade?
no, you should never
I
make
do not think
Goliath.
so.
You should never make Goliath unless your opponent makes Wraith, or if you are you are like it's late game or mid late game, and you have a lot of expansions with gas. It's not cost efficient.
They're
Okay,
taking
now
too
that
much gas,
none of the
right?
players
Yeah.
sieging up right now, who needs siege mode anyways?
No, it's too much of a
Ah,
subtly
now we
difference.
siege. Okay.
It's too much of a
Oof.
substance.
Oh, I feel like this is game.
Yeah, Mono failed with this macro, so this is game is over. GG. Mono taps out. Okay, so that will be my recommendations for arcade. To not do a 2 base Terran and to throw a third with 4 factories, and for Mono to throw 4 factories and a third, and to be more aware of his macro, and to not throw away his vultures to put spider mines, etc. To control the map. The whole point of making vultures is to have vision and to avoid any attack of that nature.
Great feedback. We were supposed to keep things fun,
No,
but
no,
the
this is
Terran
work.
inside
This
Bastion
is
just took
work.
over, right?
No fun. StarCraft is life.
What do you mean? Get lucky, noob, in here. Fast!
Okay, so who's playing now, Ox?
This is the best of 3, so round 2
Oh, the best of 3. Okay.
of Mono versus Arcade Plus. Lucky
Don't
Noob
worry, I'm
isn't on,
coming.
but I always welcome him.
Okay.
Which Twitch stream are we on right now, by the way?
On Prima 1
Prima
TV.
1 TTV. Pato is observing and casting
Yeah.
and teaching about Terran.
Yeah. A pleasure to have more Terrans in this world.
No,
Yeah.
Terran is torture.
Now Terran is... We have too few Terrans. We need more people, more brave people
Okay,
willing to suffer to play this ugly race.
what do you mean Terran is so good?
No,
I think Zerg feels like that, right? They're the underdog.
Zerg is the best race. By far.
What
Yeah,
do you mean?
Defilers.
the fighters, yeah.
But you always die before Defiler.
Well,
Yeah, right?
No, you always die before the fighter.
Yes, I always die before Defiler. And therefore everyone dies before Defiler. Isn't that
No.
obvious? Yes, it is. It is. It is.
No, you just need to have a decent game until you have the fighters, and when you have the fighters, you can do whatever you want. So, TBT again. Let's see. So, the first supply should be near your CC. And
This is
the only
circuit
important,
breaker, right?
yeah, the only important thing is where you place your racks. That it should be like far away from your main, in order to get to float your barracks as soon as possible to your opponent's base. Besides that, the only 2 options, maybe 3, will be option 1 to do one factory, then throw a command center, do a two factory build order. Maybe if you want 1 base, 2 factory, or
Listen to him. Go 2 racks academy.
no, you will die against literally anything.
No, it's the best build order. Clearly.
Marines are just worthless in TVT, so there's no way. Also, BBS. If you try to BBS,
But they are proud boys.
if you do like a BBS build order, like Barak, then Supply in the middle of the map, they just put a bunker over the ramp and they stop it with 1 hand. So it's not a good option. Even doing 8 racks is not good. You can have some fast factory build orders in maps where you don't have a ramp, but in this kind of map like Fighting Spirit, Circuit Breaker, where there's a 4-player map polypoid and you have a ramp, it's no good to throw any kind of cheese, to be honest. You will die like easily versus a good player. So Mono is doing a
Very similar build orders.
yeah, very standard build order, to be honest. No, Arcade's going to throw a Zoo factory, so that's interesting. While Mono is doing a 1 fac expand with just 1 marine. I always like to build 2. It's not mandatory to build 2 or 1 or 3.
Look at this marine.
But 2 marines is safer and kills the scouting barracks faster. So, and it doesn't delay your expo so much. And you can apply some pressure as well. So, well, we're going to see a fast attack from our friend Arcade, who won the first game. Maybe he wants to take a fast 2-0. So usually,
no scouting for Mr. Mono.
Yeah, but he should know that if there is no CC by by 345, you know that it's going to be in one base all in. Either 2 tank rush, or 1 tank with vultures and mines, or 1 factory and 2 ports.
So what do you actually do against this? Since this is going to be
Well,
probably a speed mine vulture all in, as it looks.
you have to
Since
scout.
mines don't do anything against it, so I guess my guess is you have to get very fast siege tank maybe, with like
Well,
a good wall.
yeah, you need to, first of all, you need to put a bunker. When you don't see a command center in the minute 345, you need to put a bunker ASAP. When you put a bunker, you need to build tank, siege mode, and then an armory. After your second factory, you should build an armory and an academy as well. And you
Okay.
should cut SCVs and prepare for the all-in. But you should stop it easily. And you can also make a wall to avoid any vulture run by. But you need, again, you need to scout, because if you see only one vulture, you know that it's 1 factory, 2 port build order. If you see a fast tank, you know that it's going to be a siege tank, a fast attack. So that's why you always have to see what type of army composition your opponent have.
Speed's about to finish. Mines
Well,
are done.
yeah, there's
We are gonna have a fight.
no
No bunker.
no bunker, 1 vulture
Let's
up,
go.
2 vultures up.
Let's
So
see the SCV micro.
there's nothing to micro, to be honest. There's more vultures.
Bye bye.
So there's no way that he can win this battle. Yeah. Nice try though. I think he can learn from this mistake. And for arcade, this rush is terrible. Don't do it again, because you won't beat anyone good with it.
But he
So,
just beat someone.
you beat someone in E rank. So if you want
Yes, he beat someone.
if you
Prove
want,
me wrong.
no, I will say you won't beat someone good, which is different.
So Arcade won that 2-0.
So